We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. This is our preamble, the very first page of Indian Constitution. Preamble simply means an introductory statement that provides guidelines and principles to lead people of the country. The preamble of the Indian Constitution was proposed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on 13th of December 1946 in front of the Constituent Assembly, and later it was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 22nd January 1947 as a preamble. As we have discussed in the earlier video, the idea of the preamble was taken from America, and it is important to note that America was the very first country to introduce the concept of preamble. We can divide this preamble into 4 sections to understand it easily. In the first section, it is written, "We the people of India." It means it is telling about the source of authority that lies with the people of India. They are the ruler of the country and they are not under control of any external power. The second section of the preamble tells us about the nature of the state. Here, state represents a nation or a country, that it is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. The third section states the objective of making this constitution, that to secure justice, liberty, equality, and to promote fraternity. And in the last section, the date mentioned, that is 26th November 1949, is the date on which we adopted our constitution. Before going further with the meaning of the important words, few things are very important to understand. The word amendment. Amendment means a modification or any kind of addition or deletion. Till date, there have been 104 amendments of the Constitution of India. The latest amendment is obviously the 104th one that became effective on 25th January 2020. Among all the amendments, 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 is one of the most important amendment in the Constitution of India. 1976. Remember, in that year there was emergency in the country from 1975 to 1977. That means 42nd Amendment came between the emergency. During that emergency, the government realized that we need to change many things in the Constitution. And at that time, 42nd Amendment Act was passed, according to which many articles and provisions were changed and many new articles were added in the Constitution. I explain this just to tell you that the words socialist, secular, and integrity were not in the original preamble. These words were added during the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. Now let's understand the meaning of each important word given in the preamble. The first word is sovereign. It means independent. India is a sovereign country, that is independent country, from 15th of August 1947. Before that, we were dominion of British government. So from 15th of August 1947, we became a sovereign country. Second word is socialist. This word is originated from the word society. This word states that whatever will be done for the sake of society. There will be social and economic equality among the people of India. There will be no discrimination on the basis of race, caste, religion, gender, etc. Third word is secular. This word states that the country itself will not have any religion, but all those who are living in the country can freely profess, practice, and propagate their religion. It means equal freedom and respect to all religions. The fourth word is democratic. It means rule by the people. People of India will elect their representatives and they will take decisions on behalf of the people of India. There are two types of democracy. direct democracy and indirect democracy. India follows indirect democracy because we do not run the government directly. We elect our representative and they run the government. In direct democracy, people of that country themselves take decisions on policies. For example, Switzerland is a country where direct democracy is followed. In that country, citizens have more power than their representatives. Next word is republic. For this, we need to see two things: monarchy and republic. Monarchy means hereditary rule, republic means elected rule. In India, we follow elected rule. That's why we are republic. If you want to take an example of monarchy system, that's UK, where the king or the queen is the head of the state. Next word is justice. Justice is important to maintain order in society, and for that, fundamental rights are given to all citizens of India. Justice can be social, economic, and political. Social justice means there will not be any discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, race, gender, etc. Economic justice means no discrimination on the basis of their wealth, income, and economic status. And the political justice means every individual have equal right to participate in political opportunities. Next word is liberty, which means freedom. Freedom to do anything but in limits set by the law. Freedom to lead your life as per your choice, and the people can have their own political and social views. Next word is equality. That means every individual is equal before the law. No privilege will be given to any part or class of the society. And the last word is fraternity, which means feeling of brotherhood and an emotional attachment with the people of country. It promotes dignity and unity of the nation.